How many people died from the flu in 2018? According to the mainstream media like the Washington Post, it says flu broke records for deaths, illnesses in 2017-2018, new CDC numbers show. Flu killed and hospitalized more people in the US last winter than any seasonal influenza in decades. Influenza killed about 80,000 people last year, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I did a Google search, CDC influenza deaths 2018, click on that, and it says 79,400 deaths from influenza. So that sounds kind of high, so I'm going to do another Google search. I typed in CDC flu season 2018 deaths. This is a summary. And scroll down right here. It says CDC tracks pneumonia and influenza (PNI) attributed deaths through the National Center for Health Statistics mortality reporting system. This system tracks the proportion of death certificates processed that list pneumonia or influenza as the underlying or contributing cause of death. What that means is the 80,000 flu deaths is actually the pneumonia deaths plus flu deaths plus deaths from other conditions in which influenza could have been a contributing factor. For example, someone with COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, had the flu, and he or she died from COPD, the death would be counted as a flu death. Now let's look at how this is surveillanced. Click on that link. FluView Interactive. And then we're going to go to pneumonia and influenza mortality. And I'm going to blow this graph up. Okay, so we are at the right year. And look down here. Week, number of influenza deaths, number of pneumonia deaths. You can see that the number of pneumonia deaths are actually a lot higher than the number of influenza deaths, but I am going to look through all 52 weeks and add the number together. Here's all 52 weeks flu deaths listed out. The number came to 15,598. So did 80,000 people die from the flu in 2018? No, the CDC included in the flu deaths, pneumonia, flu, and other comorbidities. Then how many people actually died from the flu in 2018? The answer is, we don't know for sure. But from the CDC GIS data, it is less than 15,598 because 15,598 included people who actually died from only the flu and people with other comorbidities that died from those conditions plus the flu. That's it for this video. If you liked this video, click subscribe.